What's up, YouTube? Brian Van Dyne here. Gonna be trying to install a backup beeper switch for the new Super Dump. That way when my driver pulls in at 2 in the morning, you know, he doesn't wake the whole neighborhood up with the backup beeper. So, gotta figure this out. Why it doesn't have one, I don't understand, but it should have one. All trucks need to have one of these to shut them off. You know, it just makes sense, you know. And you're backing up in the morning to a job site and you're there early. Okay, so there's my backup beeper right here. No override. No override for it as of right now. But we're gonna install one. So we got this wire right here. Okay, let's cut that. Yeah, right? Yeah, my Mini has one too. It's just a button, you just press it and it overrides it, you know? But they should have an on and off switch, to have it on, to have it off. Nah, Blake's in Ohio. Blake's out of Ohio. So, we're gonna figure this out. Let's see, we need this and this. So my hope is we can figure out where the wire goes and we can install the switch in the cab. But I got 5 o'clock is when my driver is going to be here, so that gives me 2 hours to figure this out. Or I'm just going to have to do a quick little switch back here, which, you know, would only take a few minutes. But I would prefer to have one in the cab. That way you can shut it on and off real easy, like, you know what I mean? What's up, Rich? So, we got this right here. This is the wire that goes up to that, okay? Then it goes this way. Goes right into that. That's interesting. What up, Chris? So, the backup beeper wiring goes right into this thing right here. Why in the heck they have that bent so far over? That doesn't make any sense to me. Okay, so it's some sort of pressure switch. So the question is they got 2 wires in there. Yep, 2 wires. So where's the power in come from? Is that power? And that's air hose. They're all air. That doesn't make any sense. And yes, I got the stupid safety arm down. Okay, let's figure this out. Okay, so this wire. Oh, I'm totally doing the wrong one here. Okay, so that wire comes out, goes down, comes into this. Loops back around, this way, this way. It's this switch right here. Goes into this, comes back this way, and then goes into this big battery, big wire pack. Which one is it? There's too many zip ties on this thing. Let's cut some of these zip ties. We'll put them back. Okay. So that fat wire goes down this way. Too many wires here. Too many dang wires. feel like this is just going to be one of those impossible to trace ones where we're just going to have to intercept the wire up here. What the heck is that? What is that? Okay. Goes up. Comes down this wire right here. Okay. And it's in this one. And it goes to this one. Yeah, it's all behind everything. Okay, forget that. Here's what we're going to do. We're going to intercept the wire, the power wire, to this. So it's in this clip right here. So we need to figure out which side of this wire has power to it. Right? So what we got to do is we got to go put the truck in reverse. See, I'm going to have to start the truck up. I think. Start the truck up, or can we just... I don't think we can have it in reverse with just the key on and have it beeping. Let's see, where did I put the key? Will your Solo be ready to go by next week, Tuesday? Hope so. I hope so. Alright, let's push this in. Come on. It's not going to go into gear, is it? Nope. Okay, so let's do this. Let's just start it up. Start it up. We'll put her in reverse. Right? Okay, so now it's in reverse. And we'll shut it off. Shut it off. Turn the key on. New truck, dog. You leaving? Okay, can you do me a favor? I need you to stop at O'Reilly's and buy a light tester.
A light tester?
Yeah, let me show you what it looks like. My light tester is in the old dump truck. What's up? What's up, man? It looks like this, except for this end has a clamp on it instead. It's got a pointy end on it. Well, one second. Let me check right here. Let me see if I have any in this toolbox. Yeah, nope. Yeah, go buy me a light tester at O'Reilly's. Thank you, honey. Okay, so let's see if the reverse is on. We'll know if it's on if the reverse light's on. It should be on. Yep, it's on. Okay, so there should be power to... You lost your lift pump today on a job site? Your lift pump as in the pump that makes the fuel lift pump, or your hydraulic pump to lift the box up? Which one, Ryan? So now we got to figure out which one of these is negative and which one's positive. Which, without a light tester, it's pretty dang hard. I need you to kind of hurry, honey.
Like that one.
Yeah, just like that. Yep, buy the heavy duty one. It's blue at O'Reilly's. Yeah, Brian, I got the video. I'm wondering if, I know you got yours in Canada. I wonder if AgTech got his yet. Okay, let's see if we can figure this out. So this is my favorite wire tester, but it's for a cigarette lighter plug-in, right? You have to plug it in. So let's see if we can figure out some way of using it with a jumper wire or something. I don't even know if this is going to be possible or not, but we're going to figure it out. I've never tried to use this thing like this, so this is all new to me. You know what? Let me go grab my stool. So what are you guys up to today? Frame's still broken. I emptied out all the fuel, dropped it off. He said he was gonna get it all dismantled today. So we'll see if he gets that done or not. And he said it's gonna take a while for them to get the frame insert. I guess it looks like they're 3 days out or something, 2 days out. He said something about by Friday should have it or something. Is that even gonna work in there? Nope, too big. Okay. Well, we'll just do this the old-fashioned way then. Okay, let's do this. Let's set you guys right here. Okay, you guys can see everything. This is the power. There should be power to one of these wires in here, right? So here's what we got to do. We got this, right? So we got to figure out, I'm pretty sure this is the negative side. But I've never used one of these like this, so we're going to figure it out firsthand. Okay, let's clamp this alligator clamp on this like that, right? And then clamp it onto some sort of ground. We gotta find a good ground somewhere. See, everything has paint on it in here. Let's see, what can we use? What can we use? Everything's got paint on it. Well, let's do this. Let's just scratch this a little bit. Okay, let's see if that'll work. Alright, where'd that plug-in go? Here it is. So now what we're trying to figure out is if... Oh, there we go. We got power to this wire. You can see it lighting up. Power. Let's try this one. Nothing. So that's the ground. So this is the power side. Okay, so we got... Go figure. We got black and black. That's annoying. You'd think they'd have a different color than just black. Okay. So the way this plugs in, oh, here we go. This side doesn't have black and black. It's got red and black. Okay, sweet. So now here's what we got to do. Now what we want to do is we want to jump into either this wire or this wire. And I think we're going to jump into this one. So here's what we're going to do. Take and cut this bad boy. Just like that. Now let's strip this back. Okay, let's strip this back. Okay. Easy peasy. Now what we got to do is we got to basically extend both of these wires all the way up to the cab, right? And then we put the switch in the middle, right? We're not going to use this switch. I bought this switch just in case. I wasn't going to have time to go all the way up to the cab, but it looks like we're going to have enough time to do that. So we got 40 feet of this 18 gauge wire. It's a little bit thinner than that, but it'll do. It's the backup beeper. Hardly ever use it. Is that the backup alarm at the top? Yeah, this is the backup beeper right here. Which we're going to be replacing this thing because it is the most loudest, most obnoxious backup beeper I have ever heard in my whole life. So, let's grab you guys. We need to go get some fittings and some crimps. We need to get all the electrical stuff so we can do this. We're going to try to do a clean job on this. I got the time, hopefully. Okay, here's this. Need the crimpers. I need all the fittings. Okay, got the fittings, crimpers. We won't worry about heat shrinking it just now until we get everything done. Then we'll heat shrink it if we have time. The main thing is we got to have this done before the driver gets here, because he's got to roll when he gets here. So let's do this. Set you guys back up over here. What happened to the frame? Well, the frame got cracked in half. It was cracked previously, just got worse. So that's what happened to that. Okay, let's strip this back. Lighting kind of sucks right here for you guys seeing what I'm doing. So I'll do this, bring everything down here so you can see me doing it. I see how it don't say hi. 1 second. What's up, Jacob? Yeah, I'm not really watching the comments that much because I'm trying to get this done. Kind of short-timed here. I still haven't seen one of you upload that music video yet you were talking about. These crimpers are amazing, by the way. Got that side. Got this side. Okay, that's all the way in there. Okay, got that. That's all crimped. Okay. Now what we need to do is run this all the way up to the cab. It has to be perfect. Yeah, you definitely want it good, so keep working on it, you know. Just make sure you get it up there, though, you know. It doesn't always have to be 100% perfect. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to stretch this wire out like this. This is just, there's not really a science behind how you stretch wire out. You just want to make sure you got enough, right? So that's the most important thing. To make sure you got enough wire. You know. But here's the other thing, right? So we want to make sure we got enough wire to go into the cab. We also want to make sure we have enough wire to go back also, right? So I'm gonna do this. Let's flip this around. See, right? So that's probably enough to go up and into the cab. Up and into where, you know, the switches are. So what we'll do, we're just gonna turn this wire around, set this on the tire, just like that, and then we're gonna go backwards. And hopefully we got enough. Which we don't. We don't have enough wire to go back. Oh, geez. Okay, well, I guess that ends that dispute. Here's what we're gonna do then. We're just gonna cut this wire exactly in half and pray that it's long enough, and if it isn't, then we'll just add another extension in the middle. Let's set you guys right there. Where's the other side? That wire. There it is. Okay, so now we got to connect these two. All right. All right. Okay. Now, if we plug this in, we should hear the backup beeper. So let's plug it in real quick, just so you guys can hear the backup beeper. Oh yeah, that thing's freaking loud. Okay, so we got it figured out. Now we just got to cut the wire in the middle. Now we just got to cut the wire in the middle. And then hopefully it's long enough to go up into the dash, which it's probably not. But that's all right, we'll figure something out. It just has to be in the cab, really, is all it really has to be. That way, you know, the driver can just reach down to a seat or something behind his seat and shut it off. I really want it in the dash, so we're gonna try and get it there, but we'll see if that's a possibility or not. So let's do this. Let's set you guys right up there. So now what we want to do, we want to take I need to get some electrical tape and tape these wires together. Call your wife, she's at O'Reilly's. Yeah. Yeah, it's too loud. Definitely way too loud. And there's no switch for it, so we're putting a switch on it. What am I looking for? Electrical tape. See if I got any electrical tape. I don't think I got any. I think it's in my dump truck. Yep, no electrical tape either. Okay, dang it. Alright, let's just do this. Let's grab some duct tape. That'll work. Yeah, call her to get more wires. Well, I got more wire here somewhere. I just... see if I got any. Yeah, I better text her real quick. Alright guys, I'm going to text my wife real quick. I'll be right back. Don't worry. The live stream is just going to glitch out for a second. I want it on a manual switch so when my driver pulls in at 2 in the morning, he can back up without waking up the whole neighborhood. So, it's going to act like the stream ended or whatever. But just know that it'll just be, I'm just going to send my wife a quick text message. Okay, guys. Here I go. All right, there we go. All right. So now that that's done, how many views and video hours do I have to have? For what? For what, old crony? I think so, Bobby. I think it'll be ready for work. I really hope so. If it ain't, then I'm gonna find somebody else to work on my truck, because I don't got time to be wasting like that. So it should be done. Why, you need my truck? What are you doing, fixing something? I'm not really fixing anything. I'm just installing a switch for the backup beeper alarm. That way it's not so obnoxious. Oh yeah, he wants to go live. I don't know what the requirements are. Oh, brush? Oh. Yeah. I hate those ones, man. I'll be honest, Bobby. I'm not a real big brush hauler. I'll do it, but that stuff, man, it sticks in the bed. It sticks in that tailgate way too easy. I need to get a high lift gate, man, for that kind of stuff. I really do need to get a high lift gate for that kind of stuff. So what I'm doing here, I need a mic. Yeah, if I set you like that, then you'd have a chance of falling over. Hurry up and get an end dump. Yeah. Well, I'll tell you what, Bobby. Maybe next year. Yeah, sorry. You guys are just going to have to suffer with the whole mic situation. Because when I set the phone down... There, how's that? Yeah, Super's working tonight. It's hauling sandy rock. So here's another thing I'm not happy with about this dump truck. Right? Check this out. Here's another thing. This just goes to show you how crappy this build is. Look at this, brand new box, and it's already warped, the tailgate. Look, you can see through both sides. Like, I can literally stick my fingers in here. Tailgate's warped. From hauling nothing, really. That's how thin that tailgate is. So there's two options. I can either take it off and push up against it somehow. You know, or I can just add some metal to the inside of this to go all the way up against the tailgate, which is what I'm going to do. because there's no sense in fixing that if it's just going to bend again. Yeah, I would say so, Bobby. But with the quality control I've had and with the experience I've had with the strong arm, I could bet my life on it that they ain't gonna fix that. Probably. They probably won't fix it. They won't take care of it. They don't care. Yeah, they need to make it right, but they ain't going to. That's the way these guys work. They don't care at all. You know, that's why I'm doing these videos too, because at least you guys can see what you're gonna run into, you know, with these dealerships. They don't care about you. They don't care about me. All they care about is your money. They care about you until they get your money. You know, and everyone I've talked to says the same thing. You know, they've had the same exact experience with their dealership. You know, they care about you until they get your money. Unless you're buying, you know, a whole bunch of trucks all at once. The PACCAR motor's been great so far. The only issue that I've had with the truck itself is whenever you do the battery kill switch, there's a amber engine code that comes on the dash and doesn't go off for, you know, a day or two, and then it goes off and resets. You know, that's the only other thing that I've had an issue with per se. All right, let's start running these wires. Let's get this out of the way so it doesn't fall over and dump everywhere. Okay, you know what? Let's use the heat gun on this so we can just wrap this part up and not have to worry about it again. Yeah, sorry about the mic situation. It's on my cell phone, so, you know, you're just gonna have to bear through that. Sucks, but what am I doing? Heat gun. Heat gun. Here it is. Grab my old handy dandy heat gun. Plug the extension cord in. Alright, where's the end? There it is. Yeah, you'd be returning that truck, yeah. Well, you know, it's making so much money I can't. That's the problem, you know. And it's not just like a pickup truck where you can just return it, you know. It doesn't work like that. I'll set you guys right there. Microphone's probably blocked, but done. I'm going to do this next one up here. Sorry, you guys can't really see this one. I'm basically heat shrinking this connector. It's a heat shrink connector. Okay, that's that. What is the gauge of metal on that bed? That's a good question. I'd say it's probably 1/2 inch. Looks like it's probably about 1/2 inch or close to it. Let's put this back into this. Okay, that's in that. This gets plugged into here, and I already unplugged. I already took it off of backing up, so that's why it's not going off right now. Alright, now we just got to run this wire all the way to the front. It's a really thick, really thick, very, very thick frame. Alright, let's do this. That's what we want this ran this way. Okay, there's that. Let's get this tester out of here. Alright. This out. This. Okay, now here comes the tedious part. Running this wire all the way through everything. Okay, set you guys over here. Alright. So, we're just gonna run this wire through everything. We already got spare switches in the dash, so it shouldn't be that hard to get that part wired, right? I could just run this thing real quick, right down the frame, and then add zip ties, but I'm too cheap to do that. And I got another hour to finish this, so I'm just going to take the time and run it through these zip ties that are already here. That's the cheap guy in me. Now we need to run it through that part of the run this through here. Let's see where's the best spot to run that through there. Right there. This is gonna go in. It feels like a real pain. Nope, not gonna go in right there. Okay. There, that's gonna go in right there. Okay, we found a good spot for it to go in through this. That's kind of a tough spot, but it went in. You gotta be careful when you're pulling wire through like this that you don't strip it, you know, because there are sharp edges all over these trucks, you know. And this is kind of thin wire, so you also want to be careful you don't rip the wire, you know, which you shouldn't, but, you know, stuff happens. Alright, let's run it through this other side now. See, this is what I didn't want to have to deal with. Stupid stuff like this. These knots, just get into it. That's why you take and you tape it, right? If you tape the wire, you don't have to worry about the knots as much, right? Because then you just find each taped section and you just pull on it until you figure out where it's in a knot. Okay, move on to the next section. Oh boy, starting to rain. Go figure. Starting to rain. Of course it is. I don't like this one. This one's upside down. Okay, that wasn't that bad yet. Okay. Alright, now we gotta go in through those air tanks. You only get wet once. Yeah. Hey honey, did you get the wire too? Yeah, sweet. Thank you. You're a lifesaver, honey.
Not easily got the kids now.
I know. I definitely understand that. Yep. Yeah, did you want to hold the camera for me? Maybe if you go over to the other side, turn the camera around. I'm sure they would enjoy that. Now I got a camera lady.
Huh. A little bit.
Okay, there you go. Just remember on the bottom of the phone is the microphone, so block that.
To block it? Okay. What to working on?
I'm running this wire. Oh, that's gonna be a tough one to get to go where I want it.
Oops.
Okay, now we're gonna figure out how to get it through the other side without being able to see what I'm really doing. Come on. Where's the dang opening? There we go. Yes. I touched something oily. Okay. Should just go over the top of that one. What do you think, guys? Should I go over the top of this one, or should I just go with these wires and then pop up on the other side? I've got all these wires right here. I can just follow one of those. I think that's what I'm gonna do. That'll be easier. And still in a safe spot.
Where are you going to put that?
Put what?
The wire.
It's going into the cab. It's supposed to go into the cab.
Is that the computer thing?
What?
The wire?
No, the wire. That wire is for the backup beeper.
Oh.
Okay, this is the sucky part. Ow. You know what? Ow. Oh. Let me go grab a piece of cardboard. What?
Nothing.
Okay, now I gotta figure out
Hopefully you guys can see it.
how to get up into the cab. Go up through the battery box. Right. I can go up through the tower. I don't know how I would get into the firewall. Let's get out of here and see what looks like the best route. I don't know where the best area. Jeez Louise, it's really gonna rain this hard right now. Okay, we're done. We're done.
Uh,
I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it.
wow. I know.
Okay, go take this.
All this
Go take that
pain.
inside. Okay, we're done. Backup beeper switch is on hold. We're done. I'm not gonna get rained on like this. Not that important. Not that important to me, guys. This is so annoying. See, this is why we need a shop, right? This type of stuff. I could just bang this out before the driver even got here, but nope. Now we got to carry all our stuff back and forth in the rain. You only get wet once. Yeah, I don't need to get wet. How's the frame coming along? The mechanic said that he should have it all taken apart by the end of today, and he should have the insert by Friday or something like that, is what they're saying. Man, I was making good progress too. I was making killer progress. Alright, let's do this. Got everything. Yep. Put that arm back up. Okay, here's what I'm gonna end up doing. I'm gonna install that switch underneath the truck and turn it off. That way he doesn't have a backup beeper today, but he can, at least he'll be able to back up at 2 in the morning without worrying about waking my neighbors up. Because then I will be able to leave at 6 in the morning without having to crawl underneath the truck and make that happen. So here's what we'll do. We'll take Did I cut the wire? Which wire? I didn't cut the wire. Well, I could just unplug the backup switch, but if he needs it, then I can tell him he can just crawl underneath there, and then he can just hit the switch if he needs it. You know, if he really, really needs the backup beeper switch. Like if they're gonna kick him off the job, your backup beeper isn't working, we're gonna sign you out. He's like, no, I can just hit the switch, and he'll just have to crawl under there, and it would suck balls for him. But he would still be able to keep working. I don't think they would kick him off the job for that, but I mean, it's a possibility. All right, let's run under here. Oh yeah. Ow. Oh. Okay. So we got the wire here. We got the wire here. It's, of course, everything's dripping now. Yes, I do, old crony. If it wasn't making the money it's making, it would be rolled off a cliff already. I'd disconnect the GPS and sell it to somebody in Mexico. Drive it across the border. I mean, we're killing it on the revenue, guys. Buying another dump truck really was one of the best decisions I ever made so far. Oh, dang. I just really scratched that screen, didn't I? Oh, man. Dang it. Oh. Well, now we got to get a new screen protector because I just freaking smashed it good with this. Smashed it real good. That's the life of being a YouTube creator, though. Ryan's madder than a hornet in a Coke can. I'm not necessarily mad more than I am annoyed. Like, I've been working in the rain for 3 years now. You know, so it's not the end of the day, you know. It's just... we ain't out in the woods yet. We ain't out of the woods yet. Alright. Got these two clipped. Let's install this switch. Come on. Okay. Okay, now we just need to route this up and over the frame somewhere so he can, if he needs to, he can just reach in there and switch the thing. Alright, let's get out of here. Of course, can't see. Can't see anything. There it is. Basically had my head jammed right between here. Okay, so now we'll just tie that bad boy right there. And then if he needs to use the backup beeper, he can just flip that switch. Meanwhile, right? There we go. Now let's see if it works. Okay. It should work just fine. Of course, I'd put the key over in the garage. Excuse me. Let's take this stuff. So you can see how wet that cardboard's already soaked on that one spot. Alright. Put that there. Just grab this key. $350,000 key right here. Alright. Let's see. We're gonna... Nope, gonna have to start it. Okay, so you can hear it beeping right now. Beam off with the switch. So that'll have to do for now. Just like that. Okay. So we'll leave that off. Of course, now that I got everything put away, it stopped raining. So let's figure out a way so we got all these spare switches right here. And they're active. You can see they light up. So what we'll do is, I'm not sure what we'll do. I'm not sure how to do this. Not sure which way I want to route the wire. I'm thinking what I'll do is I'll come up through this where the shifter is and pop the wire out right there and go straight up into the dash. Because I don't know any other better way to really do that. Unless I bring the wire all the way through the firewall and then back in this way. Which, I don't know if that's a viable option. You guys think that's a viable option? Going all the way through the... Or, I know there's two spots where wires come up. They come up into the tower and they come up through the battery box. I could put the switch over here on the battery box if I wanted to, instead of having it on there. But I'd kind of rather have it in there. What do you guys think? Where should I put the switch? Should I have it on one of these spare switches? Or should I just have it down here somewhere where it's out of the way? Dash would be nicer, huh? If it was one of the dash switches. Spare switch. Yeah, you think it would be better for one of the spares? Of course, you guys gotta pick the hard ones, you know, of course. I mean, I shouldn't even have to do this. It should already be one. You know what I mean? But well, you guys, I think we're gonna end up doing part 2 of this, installing the switch, because he's gonna be in not that long. And I gotta work day shift tomorrow. That's Wednesday, so maybe Thursday we'll do a live stream on installing it the rest of the way. Or if I get off early enough on Wednesday, tomorrow, maybe we'll finish up the install then on live. What do you guys think? It's going to be either tomorrow after my shift, depending on what time I get off. Because well, we probably won't do it tomorrow, because if I get off, if I work a good 8 hours, then he's still coming in at 5, so unless I get home by like 2 or something, I don't even think we're going to attempt to try and get it. So, alright guys, don't forget to pound that like button and pound that subscribe button. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Thanks for watching. Thanks for tuning in. Guys, literally, by the end of tomorrow, we should have over 1 million channel views. So, thank you so much, you guys, for watching the videos and sharing them. That's freaking awesome. And happy early birthday, old crony. And, you know, thank you guys for watching. Thank you guys for supporting the channel. Thank you guys for all the super chats and, you know, checking out the Amazon links that I put in the videos. You know, thank you guys for all that stuff. Sometimes the content gets dragged out, you know, in longer videos like this. You know, I could definitely do a smaller video, but then you wouldn't see all the nitty-gritty stuff, you know, that we have to go through to actually do the stuff. You know, I can make it look real easy, like, oh, you just do this, 10-minute video, 5-minute video, when really it's going to take me a complete total of 2 hours just to install this one switch, you know, when the factory could have did it when they built the thing, and all they would have had to do was just plug 2 wires in, because they know which wires under the dash are already powered for the reverse, you know, which I don't have a wiring schematic, so it ain't that easy for me, you know. Like, if I had a wiring schematic, I could just pop into the wires under the dash and be like, oh, tap into this wire, plug this into the switch, plug this back in, done. You know, half an hour job, 20-minute job, you know. But instead, it takes all this extra time to do something. You know. Anyways, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for supporting the channel. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. You got dump truck mascara on. Yeah. Woo woo. It's all good. It's not all the edited garbage that YouTube is full of. It's as real as it gets. That's what makes it most enjoyable for me. Well, glad you enjoy it, Aaron. You know, we definitely had to think on our feet today with that wire tester, right? So my good wire tester's in my old dump truck, and I always carry that with me, you know, just in case, you know, I need a wire tester. You know, if wire goes out or something, you gotta have a wire tester. So it's in my old truck, you know. Yeah, I should be able to hook up the backup beeper into the computer, you know. There should be a switch on that. then it'd be going off while I'm driving down the road for no reason, probably, you know. But we got a nice little easy switch right here for right now until we can figure something out. I think it's off right now. Let me get my key out of here. Yep. So Blake, did you see how bowed out the tailgate was already? We didn't even haul any concrete or nothing. Look at that. Ain't that a nice tailgate? Haven't even used it for a month and it's already bowed out like that. Both sides. The bottom's touching. Yeah, Strong Arm and Columbia. Both crappy products in my opinion. I mean, how are you gonna make a tailgate that bows out like that in not even a month, you know, 2 months worth of work? It's already bowed out like that. It's freaking ridiculous, you know? So I'm gonna text Earl a picture and say, hey, is this under warranty? You know, the tailgate being bowed out after a month. And I didn't even haul no concrete or nothing. I just hauled, you know, dirt. What's up with that? You know, he spreaded some dirt or spreaded some sand and it gets bowed out like that. How does that even happen? You know? I do like the design of the flip up mud flaps though. They work amazing when you're paving because I cut them short, so they literally sit right up on top of the tire. It's works amazing. All right, they just flap up and they just sit up just like that. You know, completely out of the way. Never gonna rip one of those off. So that's where we're at, guys. Anyways, no, we ain't gonna lemon law it. We just got to figure it out, you know. We just got to figure the kinks out and work the kinks out, you know. Once we work the kinks out, this thing will be unbeatable, you know. But I talked to my buddy. He bought the Kenworth with the Allison in it and the OSW box. Basically, the truck I was gonna buy. The exact same truck I was gonna buy, the Kenworth. And he hates it. So that made me feel a lot better. You know, that made me feel a lot better. Yeah. I mean, they're not gonna give me a new tailgate. And if they did, they ain't gonna put my logo on the back. Which I need to wash that because you can't even read it. That is so dark, you can't even read it. When the thing's clean though, that thing pops. Pops good. She's all filled up. Yeah, Blake, I don't even know, man. It's just a crappy tailgate. I mean, how can it get bowed like that? Like, I understand, like, if somebody's grabbing in there with an excavator or something, or, you know, you're hauling concrete or something, yeah, that can happen, you know. But we didn't haul no concrete. We didn't haul none of that stuff. So check this out, guys. We're making another mount right here. We're letting it cure still. So I made that one mount. I'm not 100% happy with the way it turned out. I didn't let it cure long enough before I took it out of the mold. And it didn't really cure the best that I'm happy with. But as you can see, it's holding up decent. You can see how much it gets squished. but it's a really softer rubber. Did he forget to unlatch the tailgate? Even if he did, that shouldn't do that. That should not do that. Not that bad. That should not do that. I got a guy who can make you an AR-450 tailgate. Yeah. Well, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm just gonna add some plate metal to the inside of the bed, you know, to extend out to where the tailgate is bowed, and just weld that to the bed, you know, because it's not worth, you know, trying to rebend that back straight. It's just gonna bow again, you know. If it's that light of metal, if it's that cheaply made, you know, it's that cheaply made, you know, there's nothing you can do about it. So you know, so here's the mount I'm making. It's curing right now, but it's made out of RTV urethane. RTV urethane. You got 2 parts A, 1 part B. Right? And I put it in this plastic container, and it popped right out of there, no problem, last time. So, and what I got is, in the bottom of here, I got the metal plate with the bolt holes in it. So I'll show you guys how I make that mount for the next one. Yeah, exactly, Sydney. The whole load should be able to hold up against the tailgate without it bowing like that. You know, that's baloney that it doesn't, you know. If it doesn't hold up, then I don't want it, you know. Like, it should totally hold up to spreading a full load, you know. Like, I can understand if you're spreading every single day and a year later it's bowed slightly, but that is after 1 day of spreading. You know, and I think he only spread 2 loads, right? So how did it get bowed out that much with like 2 loads? That doesn't make any sense at all to me. You know, it's just really cheap product. You know, I thought Columbia was a good product, but it's not. It's a piece of junk. You know, piece of junk. It's too thin. The supports on the 2 support columns is too cheap. I mean, all they really would have had to do was make the 2 supports on the sides of the tailgate, you know, a little bit thicker, and it would never bow out like that. You know, it's just unrealistic. Like, I don't know how it could bow like that. You know, that just, and it wouldn't even be that much heavier, you know, 50 pounds heavier, big whoop, you know, if they made it just a little bit thicker, you know. I don't know. I'm going to send pictures to Earl and say, hey, man, how's this even bowed out like this? You know? Is that under warranty? You know? Because that's kind of sucky to me. I had an idea, hard to explain through here. Well, send me an email or send me a message on Messenger or something, you know, or give me a call. I'm getting pretty busy though, so, you know, I don't really have a lot of time to talk, but I do talk to the fans all the time though. I enjoy talking to you guys. My idea was basically, I'll hop on the inside of the dump truck and put a flat bar up against the tailgate, right? Just put it up against it, clamp it, and then weld it on the inside. You know, just do some tack welds. It doesn't really have to be welded 100%. It just needs to be good enough that, you know, it just keeps pea gravel and stuff from coming out, you know. So, anyways, guys, I'm going to catch you guys on the next one. Later.